The Mean Team from Mars. Chapter 1. It was a Thursday. The Ardena under the 8 was training for his big match against the first team from the Skelly Bone. Rory went in to tackle and Mr. Minute blew his whistle. That was a really nasty tackle, Rory. Want to stand for that? Rory spent the rest of the match standing on the touchline side. The next Tuesday, Rory got into trouble again. Off! Beep! Beep! And again the Tuesday after that. The following week, Rory kicked one of the other player. Ow! Mr. Minute blew his whistle so hard it made Rory ear rattle. Beep! Mr. Minute reached into his pocket and brought out a real red card. You're one of my best players, Rory, but you must learn to behave on the pitch. A red card means you get sent off. Sorry, Mr. Minute. If you don't behave during the match on the Saturday, you'll be out of team for good. Chapter 2. At last the day of the big match came. Rory laid out his kid on the bed. I'll have to behave myself. If I do anything silly, I'll get a red card. His mom put her hand round the door. You can't sit there until the nick of time. Come with me to the market. Okay. The market was busy. Rory's mom went off to buy vegetables. Rory had saved of 9 pounds and 50 pence, and he looked around for something to buy. That looked cool. How much is this, please? For you, young sir, the 9 pounds 50 pence. Rory pulled out his wallet. I've got the exact money. Well, the cover was meant for you. When you sleep under this tonight, you dreamed that you are the undone star player, and you scored 3 goals. You won't regret buying this star. Rory was feeling really pleased with himself until he met his mom. Oh, Rory, not more of that stuff. You're not wasting your money on that. Well, take it back. Rory took her to the place where he had bought the double cover, but the stale wasn't there. That's funny, it vanished. Oh, never mind. Let's go home. Back home, Rory rushed into his room with his new double cover. He had a collection of ordered until things he had ordered until the curtains, ordered until the pad and the pencil case, and I had on the ordered until rag and towel. He even had ordered until the underpants. Now that he said he has on the under until the double cover. He pulled the covers out of the pocket and spread it into bed. It was amazing that there was the garden until the pitch laid out in front of him. He was very excited. He took a deep breath and jumped on the pitch. Chapter 3. Ouch! Rory didn't lay on top of it and the top of the softball. He knew the double covers seemed to be as hard as a football pitch. Rory sat up, but there was real grass under his hands and a real grandstand in front of him. He was right in the middle of the earth until the football ground. There was something strange about the place. He looked up and saw what it was. The whole football pitch was covered by a glass roof. What? That wasn't there last week. Then he saw the date above the scoreboard. When I jumped on my David, I jumped 100 years into the future. Rory began to panch. How was he doing to get back into his own time? Hi there, Rory turned around. I squeaked. I'm Rory. He saw a boy with on the edge, but the boy was green and had the forearm and the foreleg. Do you fancy a kick about? Yes, sir. Sure. Squeaky and Rory kicked the ball to another as they ran down the pitch. Are you from Mars? Yes. I'm from the planet Marzipoke, but I lived on Earth since I was 2 years old. You're good with the ball. So are you? We could do with you in our team. Just then, someone else come onto the pitch. It's Mr. Mig and our trainer. Mr. Pig came across to Rory. Who are you? I'm Rory. I'm in another 8 time. I don't know you. That's because I jumped on the door and traveled through time. Mr. Mig gave Rory a funny look. David was he on about? Mr. Mig indeed optic sick, worried Rory could play in his place. Yes, I'd really like to. I don't know about that. I haven't seen how you play or how you behave. He's really good, Mr. Big. And I really will. Okay, the Mars North School, the other days will be there. Soon you can play. Yes! Chapter 4. The glass roof above the stadium opened. A spaceship came through slowly. It came down and landed on the pitch. It's the away team's bus. The door of the bus opened. The Mars North School team got out, walked to the changing room. Rory's eyes almost filled out of his head. If this kid were another age, he was in for a hard march. Squeaked so Rory stared at the visiting team. More north in the boring school, the popular come from over the galaxy. Come on, we'll find you some kid. The game began. The Rory and the Squircle did well. They were small and nimble. They ran the ring around the drain bank, whoosh, and the plation, and even the soaring in gold. Though the Rory had a little trouble from the B11. Rory fell to the ground. Ow, my knee! The referee blew in the whistle. A big red card began to flash above the stadium. Something very strange happened next. A long tube came down from top of the stadium. A voice boomed out. More North School number 2 to the same bin. Then the B11 was suck it up like a bit of a slop into hover. Remind me not to get a red card. Just after Rory scored his third goal, the whistle went goal. The final score came out on the scoreboard. Arden saying another 8-5. Marcus North scored another 8-1. The team began to walk off the pitch. Rory and the Squircle gave a big leap of joy. Chapter 5. Rory landed on something hard for the second time that day. It was his bedroom. Squircle landed on top of him. Ouch! Oof! Wow, is this your room? How did we get here? It's my Dover cover. It makes me travel through the time when I jumped. You were holding me to. You came too. Just then, Rory saw the time on the clock beside his bed. Help! I'm going to be late for the match. What match? The Arden another 8 match. But we've just played it. Not that much. Rory pointed to his Arden until the calendar. We've traveled back to my time, so the match is still to start. Ow! Rory clapped the tackle from the big B11 had made in real whistle. But I don't think you can play. I could play it your place. I don't think you could do that. Why not? You did me a favor. I'll do you a favor in return. Rory looked at Squirky up and down. There's one small problem. Squirky needed attention. This case, Rory thought about it. Some of his mouth face cover powder that made the Squircle less green. Squirky had a pair of horns under his shirt. Jogged pants with his last well. Squirky's feet were small, Rory's feet were big. Squirky squeezed his 4 feet into Rory's boot. At last, Squirky was ready. Use pads, I hope. Come on, it's not far. The 2 boys snapped out of back door. At the football ground, Rory saw Squirky staring at the pitch. I'm afraid we're not allowed to play another until pitch. Squeaky started at the fishing team. What do the dermot of believers? Rory kept out of sight. Squeaky ran onto the pitch at the last moment. Mr. Minute didn't notice anything strange. No, Red called Rory. He started the game. Beep! Chapter 6. Squeaky ran around the teeth from the skeleton. Home. He scored for gold. As soon as the game was over, Rory and the Squeaky made their get away back in Rory's room. They did a dance of victory. We won! We won! Squeaky jumped and fell on the bed and vanished. Rory's mom put her head around the door. Mr. Minute is downstairs. He wants a word with you. Mr. Minute was an old smile. That was a great game that you played, Rory. Thanks. You were all over the place. It was if you had a full life. Oops. And not a single red card. Never again. Mr. Minute went away and Rory ran upstairs. He just had to tell the Squeaky what had happened. He could jump onto the bed and into the draft future for just a minute, but the bed cover wasn't there. Just then he heard his mom call him. He ran downstairs. His mom had just emptied the washing machine. It's your new bed cover. Look, all the colors have ran keep average. Ronnie struggled. He wouldn't be doing any more time to travel, that was for sure. But I've still got an ardent until the kid of the future for my collection. The end.